We welcome you to the Turf Athletic Complex on the campus of Central Maine Community College as Muncie Media Sports teams up with CM Athletics to bring you college soccer doubleheader today as the Paul Smith's College is in. The women's game commencing here very shortly. We're glad you could join us here from very windy Auburn, Maine. I just checked the forecast. It's going to be clear. It's about 57 degrees, very pleasant, but the winds are gusting up over 30 miles per hour. So we had some challenges to get up. I'm pleased to be joined here by Ryan Palmer, the men's baseball coach here at the university, at the college, and filling in today for our Rob Kennedy, who's at a wedding. And I want to thank Coach for stopping in, Ryan. These should be two big games here today in the conference, and all conference games very important. So we want to let the fans know that we wanted to make sure, even though we were down as far as trying to find people to do this today, that we wanted to bring in the game. And Ryan and I will be the first to tell you that soccer is not our forte. So the pictures will tell the story for the most part, Coach.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, Rob Kennedy's a natural, and he's a professional at this. So we're definitely not going to be on his level. But you're right. The wind could play a factor in field position today, too.
Yeah, as you're looking at it right now, that wind is whipping, and it's, well, I'm looking at the flags to my left, and it's kind of blowing left to right. So considerations for the wind for sure.
So it appears that Paul Smith will start with the ball. Up front is number 3, Haley Gates, along with number 2, Samantha Severing. We're used to the wind here, but not quite this this constant and gusty. Of course, it's wide open, so I wouldn't want to be playing baseball today.
Yeah, everything would be an adventure.
So Paul Smith with the ball. Adrian Ross with it, gets it over to number 16, that's Leah Coulomb. It's going to be taken away by Mustangs. He's going to be out of bounds. It'll be a Paul Smith throw. The wind just kills it. The Mustangs got it back for a second before Rose has it for Paul Smith.
Well, don't you think both teams are going to have to adjust to the conditions for sure? It just has not been that windy here at all, so we know our kids haven't played in the wind.
Paul Smith with it. It'll be kicked out of bounds. I believe that'll be a goal kick. Oh, they got to say no, it's going to be a corner.
So one of the things we weren't able to do, normally we raise our camera up to give you a little bit of higher perspective. Not able to do that today because of the wind. We don't want the wind to catch the camera. So
yeah, that'd be a pricely replacement. kick over the middle is going to be knocked out by Julia Noel. And Paul Smith gets it back and it's going to be stopped by the goalkeeper, Knowles. And what a kick there.
Well, there you go. There's the wind. You talk about changing field.
And that's just going to be from one keeper to the other.
How often do you see that? Not very often the games that we do here for sure. That was...
Now we'll see what her kick is like. It won't even get to the midfield, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, it's going to die. It'll be...
May go out.
Yep, out of bounds.
So you can already see early on that what factor the wind will be.
So I'd imagine the Mustangs will look to strike early because in the second half they'll be going the other way.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those tilts where having the wind, you better score when you have it.
Kate Bloom loses it. Back comes Paul Smith with it over on the far side.
We welcome our fans in from Paul Smith's College.
Julia Noel kicks it out. It's going to be taken back. Gates with it now for Paul Smith.
Just a little ahead on the clock.
And that'll be kicked out. It'll stay with Paul Smith. Be a Bobcats throw. A little give and go action. I'm sure that's not soccer terminology, but that's what I know it as. That'll be kicked out by the Mustangs. The Bobcats will keep it.
We'll just warn our fans, in these conditions, they can wreak havoc with production. So if we go off the air, we'll make every opportunity to get back on.
And that'll be a kicked out of bounds.
There were concerns yesterday, Coach Palmer, you weren't around for it, you're busy with the team, but that we were even going to be able to set up and do this today. And we decided to give it a go since it's such a big game.
Goal kick is going to go over. Bobcat side of the field, and it'll be number 26, Hink, and she's going to get in for the goal. 1-0 quick, Lady Mustangs on a Lake and Hink goal. I did not see who the assist came from.
Well, we got to talk to Hank before one of the games that we did here, and the transfer from the University of Southern Maine, she got a nice through ball.
I think that came from Maya Sorois.
And Sorois possibly. We'll see it here on the replay. Here's the through ball. Hank's in. She's got the goalie dead to rights, faked right, went left. Got the goal. Well done.
Of course, with the wind helping out and having a little bit of speed doesn't hurt either. We saw Hank get down.
Yeah, she's fast. Quick. So as you said, Coach, very important for the Mustangs to strike early when they had the wind. They did exactly that. So
I wasn't thinking that early.
Yeah, so far, according to script, it's going well.
Maybe Coach Rodriguez heard us. Mustangs back with it. All the Bobcats have it. It'll be Bratt.
No offense, Coach, but I don't think Coach Rodriguez is looking for us for any inspiration.
He came in before the game and, going to break away with the Bobcats, and they're going to, just wide.
Well, there was their
Haley
best.
Gates.
Gates with the best opportunity. She's had her foot on the ball a lot early on here.
He came over and shook my hand and said, hey, play-by-play guy. I said, I hope you're not expecting too much. If you watch a replay, please keep it on mute.
Well, we're pleased to be able to at least bring you folks the pictures of folks that can't get here. And the kids like to go back and watch it as well. They'll know what's happening out there. Don't listen to us old guys.
There'll be a throw for Turcotte. Up the sideline comes Hank. It's going to be taken away by Rofes. It'll be retaken away, and nope, no call there.
Yeah.
As Rofes has it.
Went both ways.
Gets it up to Severing. It's going to be taken away by McKenna Redstone. Bobcats with it again up the side to Gates again. It's going to be kicked out of bounds by Turcotte.
Doubleheader today. I'm not sure what we'll do. We'll see how long this game goes. I may just close it and start a new one. That's what I think I'm going to do, but we'll announce what we're going to do here.
It'll be a Bobcats throw. It's blown out of bounds off of Redstone.
very comfortable day to watch and play other than the breeze. But the breeze, it's not really cold.
It would be very, very nice if the wind wasn't blowing.
I mean, temps at 57 degrees for a late September day, end of fall. That's beautiful here.
Severing with it, takes it over to the middle of the field. She's going to look to get a shot off. She can't, and there it is, and it's going to be wide right, and it'll be a goal kick for the Mustangs.
Well, we saw the last kick change field. Although this one won't be punted, so they're going to play a possession.
Over to the near side is Turcotte with it. Be knocked away by number 11, Marsham. Bobcats will keep it. Up the side goes Gates. She's had her foot on the ball a lot today so
She
far.
has, yes.
Good defense by the Mustangs there by Turcotte, and it'll be off for her. We'll get another goal kick. Off of Gates, that is. Even on the goal kick, Rob's going almost to midfield. You don't see that a lot in women's soccer.
No.
Leah Coulomb with it. It's going to be knocked away. Back comes Hink with it. She'll bring it back towards the middle of the field. Get it up to Kate Lewin. It'll be up the sideline. It'll be chased down by Sorois, and it'll be out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick for the Bobcats. Approaching 37 minutes here in the first half. Mustangs lead 1-0 on a Lake and Hink goal, assisted by Maya Soroy. Goal kick, that's a good one, especially into the wind. It's going to be controlled by Redstone. Redstone get it back to the middle of the field to Baker, and that'll be out of bounds again. It'll be another goal kick. Or they're going to give it a corner. It's going to be a corner, sorry.
Well, the wind will play havoc with that, and that could affect the goaltender. As
see how the Mustangs line up here. Can't see who's taking the goal kick. All right, it's up. It's been knocked away by the Bobcats. Redstone will chase it down. It'll be out. It'll be another corner kick. Be Allison Nunowitz taking the corner kick. For kind of going into the wind, wasn't a bad first one. We'll see.
well, got into the area, just not able to be possessed there by the Mustangs.
That's a good one.
Beauty.
Yeah, off the head, and it will be kicked out momentarily by the Bobcats, and they will not clear as Hank has it, and Baker's trying to keep it in.
Yeah, Baker battling pretty well there, try to get it back in for the offensive advantage.
Take it back to Redstone, who will kick it back to Madison Turcotte. Over to Julia Noel, and she's going to lose it as Severing comes back for the Bobcats. And Noel will attempt to retake, but Bobcats get it back. Up the sideline to Haley Gates. Good defense there by Turcotte, and it'll be kicked out by number 10, Dillman.
Bobcats undefeated on the season, Ryan. They're 3-0-2 on the season. So this is a big game here if the Mustangs can pen a first loss on them.
That was an interesting throw. The wind actually took it out of bounds. No one touched it. Absolutely nothing that Ruth Marsham could do. Yeah, talking to Coach Rodriguez all week, he kind of takes this game as a must-win. Ball's kicked to be almost off the camera, but I think you'd rather have it hit the box than the camera.
The box is okay.
Toe, rather.
That's a Pelican box. It's stronger than us.
Throw in to Marsham. Wind plays havoc as Severin gets it back. And Redstone's going to be knocked to the ground and no call. Severin with it. Gets it over to Rovs. Rovs looking for room. She's going to get it shot off. It's going to be wide left. It'll be a goal kick for the Mustangs.
Our women's team won 3-1, 0-1 in the conference. That's why this is such a big game, and Coach Rodriguez has been looking forward to this tilt for a long time. He's been talking this one up. And we're so glad you're able to join us here on early Saturday morning with your second cup of coffee, probably. I want to thank DeMarco McKissick. Went over got me a cup of coffee out of the canteen over there at school.
Hank has it again and just loses it. As Jamie Roy took it away from her, it'll be a Mustang throw. Yeah, my family bought one of those nutrition Herbalife tea shops.
I saw that, yes, yeah.
So I was nice enough to bring Mr. Pat Dexler a drink.
Very nice. Yeah, I saw that. One of our sponsors for our local high school is one of those shops, Northeast Nutrition and Energy in Farmingdale, Susie Brennan.
I think we'll eventually come on board with CM Athletics at some point. That's the plan anyway. We just kind of want to get established first.
Sure. What they do is they give a drink for a play of the game.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Actually, might steal that idea.
Yeah, that's okay, Coach.
Kick. Noel has it. It's going to be taken back by Rovs. Nice kick into the wind. That probably would have went about 40 yards, but it came back and ended up going about 10 with the wind.
They were trying to head it, but they couldn't track it.
Marsham's going to lose it out of bounds. It will be a Mustangs throw, and Madison Turcotte will take it.
You can probably at home hear the wind through our headsets. Not too bad. We double muffed Coach up with two spongy materials. Try to negate the wind whipping through it. Andrew Severson doing a great job on our camera under trying conditions. He's got one hand on the handle of the tripod to move the camera. The other one he's got locked down so the tripod doesn't blow away. Great job, Andrew.
Jamie Roy with it. It's going to take it up over midfield. Trying to look for Gates. It's going to be taken away by Noel.
Yeah, they really look at Gates, don't they? We don't have her individual stats, but can tell she's a go-to.
Nice takeaway there by Julia Noel. It's going to be out of bounds. It'll be a Bobcat throw. 31 minutes to go here in the first half. Mustangs still lead 1-0 on a Lake and Hink goal. Rovs got it by Redstone. Over to the far side. It'll be intercepted by Nunwick for the Mustangs. And back into the Bobcats as Rovs has it back. She's going to look over for Severing. Severing up the left side. Has it. It's going to be knocked away. And we're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, it was in the box, so
in the box too,
so we'll get a kick.
You know, one thing I will say about women's soccer, boy, they draw a crowd every game.
Yes, they do.
Home and away. When you look up at the back banking and it's full. So I can't see who's taking the kick. I think it's Rovs.
Zoom right in on that, Andrew. Make sure you show the whole goal, Andrew. Perfect, right there.
And here we go. Here's the penalty kick from Rovs. And it's going to be left side and in, and we are tied at 1.
Well, all you can do as a keeper is guess.
Especially that close, yes, agree.
Get that up for you.
Knowing my lack of soccer knowledge, I jokingly just asked Mr. Dexel who got the assist on that, and he looked at me like I had 3 heads. But I was joking. That I do know. And back quickly come the Mustangs. Soroy's with it, kind of knocked away. It'll be out of bounds. It'll be a Mustangs throw.
So we saw the goal.
Piers Turcotte will take it.
Well, that's probably the easiest way to score a goal against the wind today.
Yep, I would
Ryan,
agree.
Is a penalty kick.
Back comes Gates up the left side. She's going to run right by Turcotte. And we're going to get Julia Noel, and no call as Gates goes to the ground.
Yeah, Noel got all ball, so.
Hank with it. Gets it up the sideline to Redstone, who just couldn't get there in time. Be a throw for Van Valkenburg. Interesting last name. Throw be out of bounds. Nope, it's going to stay in. Hank has it, gets it back to Redstone. She's going to look towards the middle, will be knocked away by the Bobcats. Alexis Finn, who just checked in, has the ball taken away by Bratt. Back come the Mustangs. Soroy's tried to get it to Hank, and 2 bodies collide, and we'll see. And it's going to go on the Mustangs. Appeared like Hank and Roy collided. Boy, you can really hear the wind on the headsets, huh?
Yeah.
Kick for Jackson. That ball's just going to die into the wind. Back to come get it is Rose. And Hank got her foot on it. And up the side will come Pratt. Severing continues up the right side on Turcotte. Noel will come in and take it away. It'll stay with the Bobcats. The sideline will be Marsha. She'll look back towards the middle of the field for Rose. Rose being guarded by Redstone. Kick it up to Marsham. And she will have it taken away by Nunowitz and be out of bounds.
Yeah, no call there. Tripped over the ball. Rose with the goal. That's the equalizer on the penalty kick. We're 1-1.
Rose with it. Have it knocked away by Redstone. To get it back to Nunowitz up the field. Fire on the right side is Chronic. She'll get it back to Jackson. It'll be taken away by the Mustangs. So it'll be Baker with it. And look inside, it'll be picked up by the keeper.
You know, a lot of times, Ryan, you'll see the wind will diminish, but they're talking about the wind being at its peak while we're playing these
Absolutely.
2 games today, so it's a little unusual. If you don't know the weather of it, there's a major hurricane hitting the North Atlantic provinces, the Canadian provinces. And
This is the remnants of it, right?
we're caught between the gradients, as they say in the weather business, the high to the northwest and the low offshore, and we're getting the wind between.
Hink will get it for the Mustangs. Turn. Give and go with Nunowitz, who still has it. Up the left sideline, trying to chase it down is Bluen.
Nunowitz, what a nice touch pass there.
Bluen to the middle. Hink with it. Tries to give it to Finn. It's going to be knocked away. Good defense there by Coulomb. And we're going to get... It appeared that Baker kind of grabbed her.
Yeah, little pull on that one.
The kick will be intercepted by Redstone. Get it over to Finn. Get it back to Dillman, who will kick it in. Bluen will try to run it down. So will Jamie Roy. The ball will stay in on the far side. Roy has it. Up the right sideline. Gets it up to Severing. Severing and Turcotte having a good matchup here. Severing will take it in. It'll be knocked away by Turcotte. The ball will stay in as they both went to the ground. The ball will be off the head of Chronic and the Mustangs. As Macy Fletcher will check in. Looks like she'll replace Redstone.
We talked about it earlier, Ryan, that with the wind, you really want to cash in offensively, and Mustangs did it early. I'm sure they would love to get the halftime lead. Then if you had to play defensively in the second half, you could pack in a little bit.
That'll be over the goal. It'll be a goal kick for the Mustangs.
Nice redirect, close. Yeah.
Noel's kick will be hit by Marshall. Fletcher will get it up. Try to get to Hink.
Nice
Hink will
trap.
make a move, and she will keep it in. Up the right side. Gets it to the middle of the field, trying to be chased down by Maya Soroy, but the ball will be kicked away. Nunowitz comes away with it. She'll try to kick it in, and it'll be a kick a little too hard. It'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, right down in front of us, you saw Hink's tremendous foot skill there as she kept it in, coming down the sideline, and little fancy footwork. She got it to the middle, nobody there to collect it.
Be intercepted by Mustangs. That was Bluen. Back comes Severing. It'll be a Severing-Turcotte matchup again. Chronic with it for the Bobcats. Gets it over to Marsham. Trying to get it back to Gates. The ball will be intercepted by Fletcher, and she will attempt to clear, but that'll be intercepted by Bratt. Jamie Roy gets it up. Far side to Chronic, makes a move on Bluen. She'll get it over to Coulomb. Coulomb to Severing. On the right side to Roy, who's going to center it. It'll be off the foot of Gates. And it'll be kicked out by Dillman. Hank with it. Tries to get it up to Soroy's, and it'll be kicked out of bounds by the Bobcats.
Yeah, I just want to give a heads up to folks at home watching. Andrew, swing it a little bit to the left, Andrew, and just show those nets on the opposite side of the field. You see those nets? That can get confusing because you think they're heading towards those nets. Those are on the side of the field, and sometimes the camera angle can be a little tricky. We've had a couple of people say, how many nets they get on that field?
Yeah, it is obviously off, out of bounds, of course, but
they sometimes move them, but I think they have them locked down, so they didn't want to mess with them today.
Fletcher, the centering pass, will be knocked away by Roy. Mustangs calling for a handball, but no call. Fletcher will keep it in. Marsham with it, and it'll be a throw for the Bobcats.
Nope, they're going to switch it. They got it right. I was wondering about that, yeah, because it looked like it went off the Bobcat. Now they've got it squared away.
So it'll be Fletcher with the throw. That'll be off the leg of Coulomb. They'll give Mustangs yet another throw. Nunnawick will take this one. Throw into the zone. It'll be taken away by the Bobcats. Chloe Dean kept it in, but it'll be Coulomb with it. Coulomb will get it up over midfield, taken away by Dillman, and kept in by Rose. I think they're going to look wide here as it's open for Gates, but they missed her. Taken away by Baker. Baker will get it up to Hink. Hink over the middle to Soroy's, and the wind's just going to take that ball out of bounds.
Well, you know the wind is strong, Ryan, when it's blowing the ball on the ground. That's AD Dave Gagne passing along kudos to us. Said we're sounding good. Not too much wind noise, so we're glad of that. And the picture, of course, is really good during the daytime for me, and even at night. Great lights here, as you know. The games at night look beautiful.
Yes, they do. I think the green and the turf really shine in the lights. And here come the Bobcats. Over midfield is Marsham with it. Gets it to Severing. Severing takes it back, see if she gets a shot off. If she doesn't, it'll be knocked away by Finn. Kept in by Coulomb. Chronic with it. Be kicked into the wind off the head of Noel. Down to it's with it's going to be knocked to the ground, and we will get a whistle. Just under 17 minutes to play here in the first. We are tied at 1. Donowitz with it. We knocked back the other way by Bratt. Bobcats control. Get it to Coulomb. Coulomb over to Marsham up the left side. Bring it back towards the middle. Gets it to Rose, and it's going to be taken away by Finn off the foot of Fletcher. Maddie Jackson. Soroyce intercepts it. Back the other way come the Mustangs. We'll see what Chronic does here.
Kicks it right towards our camera.
Sorry, that was Brath. That wasn't. Chronic. Be a Myers Royce throw. Nope, it will be Allison Nunwich throw.
Yeah, they want to get Royce down in the scoring area. Get her going offensively. Get an assist on the first goal. Beautiful through ball.
Throw comes up off the head of Noel. Gets it up to Hink. Down for Baker. And someone was knocked down, slow to get up.
Yeah, sometimes you come in and you tangle legs. That's what it looked like there, kind of away from us, trying to pick up the number for you, Brian. It's a long ways across the way for us from here, isn't it? Yeah.
The Mustangs throw will come into Finn. Finn looks for a cross. That's going to be over the fence and down towards the driveway.
Yeah.
Can't see if that's DeMarco over there or he's looking around like, what am I going to do now?
DeMarco McKissick, he could probably just leap over the fence.
I was just going to say, you might step over it.
Step over it. I hear the card going.
Yeah.
Chelsea's
Watson going to retrieve the ball. She'll be back in about 10
Assistant
minutes.
athletic director. That thing's, if that catches the wind, she'll be down by the mall before she gets it.
Bobcats with it. Severing has it on the far side. She'll look to center. To Ropes. Shot on goal will be saved by Knowles.
Well, this is when you can really change field position.
Baker tries to get it down to Soroy. It's going to be taken away by the Bobcats. Nunowitz with it. Throw over to Soroy's. Shall have been knocked away by Coulomb. Get it back to Severing. And back come the Mustangs. As Dean tries to chase it down. The ball's kicked up in the air and that'll come back this way with the wind. Macy Fletcher.
Uh-oh.
We'll lose the ball and I can say my foot touched the ball because I have it. Oh.
Well, Patrick Dexler almost had to make a kick save and a beauty.
I was waiting for him for the header.
He didn't move.
Off that Calgary Flames hat.
He did not move. Protecting the equipment as he should.
Oh, it's a Red Wings hat, sorry. Bobcats with it. Be taken away by Noel. Noel looks for Fletcher. It'll go to Soroy. And Soroy up the right sideline to Fletcher. See if she can chase it down. She will. Hink with it. Gets it to Soroy. Looks back for Fletcher. See if we can get a centering. It looks like the Bobcats will have it.
Just stayed in.
Barely.
Cleanly played game so far, Ryan. No cards at all, and really very few fouls.
Yeah, not a lot of whistles at all. You're right. Be a Mustangs throw here. Be off the knee. Bratt way up in the air. Fletcher looks for it. The wind just going to take that out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick.
That went out like it was supercharged. We are right on top of the action down here. We're probably, 10 feet away from the field.
Yep.
Andrews probably 5 feet off the field, so it's really nice when they're right down close. We see it, but when they go across the way, we get no angle, no depth to look down upon it. So I think that's something in the works.
Yeah, I've heard of a few ideas.
Yeah.
Ideas that I think will improve things. Dillman with it. Got it closely by Severin. That'll be knocked away by Rose. And Nanowitz will come in and clear it out. And that'll be out of bounds to a Bobcats throw.
Nanowitz, the left-footed player, so she's able to drill that thing lefty out of bounds. That was a good play.
Alexandria Adams, you ready to check in for the Mustangs? Dillman tries to get it. That would have kept in by the Bobcats. Down deep in the far side corner.
Under 10, so I'm sure the Mustangs would like to press the offense, but they're pinned in their territory right now.
Shot near the goal is going to be handled by Knowles. Bobcats with it. It'll be Coulomb. Up the side looking for Brad, I believe, centering. It'll be Gates. And it'll be knocked out of the zone by Dillman. Looks like it'll be out of bounds on the far side.
Paul Smith's College here bright and early today. They must have come in last night and stayed over, I would imagine, in the area.
I would have, yes.
Yeah. Be a heck of a long ride to have to come over for an 11 o'clock game, so. We warn you, stay away from the scammers here. We're going to delete them as soon as they come up.
Boy, those are annoying, aren't they?
Yeah, get them all the time, Ryan.
It seems like on social media, you just mention even not only Munzing, but like some of my posts just mention going to a game, and all of a sudden they pop up.
Yep, they're just trying to get your credit card.
That's it. Peterson with it, being guided by Fletcher. Fletcher will take it away right in front of us. She'll turn up the zone, get it to Soroy. Soroy goes by Roy. He'll be knocked out of bounds. See a Mustang throw.
Thing that gets me about the scheme is they say, go to this site to watch a game. You're already watching a high definition, 1080p, 60 frames a second.
You're already on the site that you're watching. Why are you going to go out of it?
I know. Well, what is it that P.T. Barnum said? Sucker born every minute. Don't be one of those. Don't give me your information. They say it's free, and then they say, well, give us a credit card number just in case. So far, Ryan, the tape is holding all our equipment down. Just almost a whole roll of tape.
Yeah, tape holding my papers is working so far. Let's hope it keeps up. Hank with it. Get in this. Knocked away by the Bobcats. Chronic back with it for the Bobcats. 6.5 to play here in the first. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, Hank with the early Mustang goal. Rolfs with the penalty kick goal, 1-1.
Noel. Taken away by Bratt. Up the left side. Nanowitz with it. Knocked it away, but it's back. Beachy, who's checked in for the Bobcats. Baker has it knocked away by Bratt. Back on the Bobcats again. Up the right side to Chronic. Looks into the middle for Rose. Back to Coulomb. Back come the Mustangs. Ball's intercepted by Pratt. And back come the Mustangs again. Hink with it. Going to try to get up for Soroy. See if she can outrun. See if she has an angle. She does not. That's going to be kicked wide.
Yeah, you got a good view of it, just as you said, Ryan, squeezed off that angle.
That's the best opportunity Mustangs have had in a while. Jalen Woods is going to check in.
They'll have 5 minutes and change to have this strong wind at their back.
She'll come in for Finn.
Stay with us at halftime. We'll feature some of our great sponsors that bring you CM Athletics, as well as recap the 2 goals. Will there be a third? If there is, we'll show it to you live, and we'll show it to you in the recap.
Could be a fourth. We never know.
Never know.
Kate Lewins checking back in for the Mustangs. CM looking to keep it in. Woods with it, has it knocked away. Nanowitz, foot on it. It's going to be way down. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Bobcats as we approach 4 minutes.
We told you Nanowitz got a strong foot. She was trying to place that ball, and she didn't kick it with her full force, but nonetheless, up in the wind, it took off.
Back come Bobcats. As Beachy has it up the left side. It's knocked away by Turcotte. Bobcats will keep it, and it'll be kicked out of bounds. It'll be a Mustang throw. Turcotte had to go retrieve the ball.
Nice crowds filtered in behind us, Ryan. As you said, always nice crowds for the women's games.
You know, Coach Rodriguez does a good job of, posting pictures even when they're on the road. And, they could be as far as Paul Smith, and there's just a sea of red. Travel real well, too.
And for those that can't get here, we're your eyes and ears.
Also eyes today.
Yeah, doing great, Ryan. Very happy that you could come on with us.
Roasting on the ball intercepted, be knocked away by the Mustangs.
Gonna have to stop miking you up for baseball games.
I could probably multitask that. Get a wireless mic, I'd be all over it.
We did that with the basketball coaches. It was very popular. Or at least something for like a, between innings interview.
Right.
Yeah, we should look at that. Let me go to work on that. If I ever get a day off.
Yeah.
It's been a real busy stretch. But tomorrow, I get tomorrow off.
Ball be kicked out of bounds. It'll be another Mustang throw as we just under 2 to play here in the first half.
Our next game for the Mustangs will be Monday, softball doubleheader against Thomas. Tuesday we'll have baseball. Single game, right?
Yeah.
Coach, single game against Bridgeton, 1-9 inning game.
That ball almost didn't go out. They gave up on it, but just trickled out of bounds. Be a throw for Peterson, the Bobcats.
Our clock official right on, so.
Pratt with it. Gets it up to Coulomb. Coulomb's going to get it in, try to find Severing. But it'll be kicked out of bounds by Nunowitz, I believe. Nope, Dillman.
And Dillman did a good job getting rid of that one. That was in the danger zone, and the wind was wreaking havoc with what you would think would be natural bounces of the ball. It was kind of like a knuckleball in baseball as it bounced around. Today'd be a good knuckleball day, wouldn't it?
It would be.
If you're thrown against the wind. That knuckleball is great against the wind.
Tim Wakefield have a field day.
Yes, he would. Pitches like that when it's blowing out for the batter, but it's better for a knuckleball.
Bluen gets it up two, tries to get to Baker, just let her a little too far. 20 seconds now, and we're going to get, I'll probably end the half by the time the ball gets up there. One last kick towards the goal when we'll hold it, and that will end the first half, Rob.
Well played first half, 1-1. They'll take a 15-minute break, and we'll get a chance to look at some of our good sponsors that bring you Mustang Sports. We don't have our tent today, so I have quite a glare on my screen, so it's going to take me a while to make sure I've set the next shots up right, and we'll be back with you here from the Athletic Turf Complex after these messages.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you.
Same thing as always.
That's the front of the net.
All those little things to make you what you are.
0, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Sit right here.
The New England Aviation Academy is Maine's only official service training center and service training partner. NEAA is strategically located at the Brunswick Executive Airport in beautiful Brunswick, Maine, which is on the Atlantic coast and only an hour to the mountains in the western part of the state. The aircraft used by NEAA to train our students and rent to current pilots are all technically advanced airplanes, have the Cirrus airframe parachute system, and are the newest model generation. We train in the best equipment in the marketplace, which not only ensures clients are learning to fly aircraft the industry is utilizing on a daily basis, but also is the safest and most reliable. NEAA's facility at KBXM includes a spacious heated hangar, classroom space, and a private briefing room, which make for an optimal learning experience. So, come fly our 2021 Cirrus SR20 and experience the Cirrus life.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munsing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munsing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
I'm retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd Airborne Division. In 2012, I was injured in Afghanistan due to a roadside bomb. It took portions of both arms and both legs, and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive again, and take care of my young family. Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right? So for me, it's real easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything. When I think about my situation, I'm lucky to be here.
When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits. Ray Valley and Brian Heath brought me in to speak at one of their forums.
After hearing Travis's story, I was compelled to move forward with our relationship. We specialize in reaching out to employees and employers, explaining to them the value of supplemental health coverage. Accidents, cancer, critical illness, disability, and sometimes even death are events that happened in our lifetime.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it. After talking with Ray and Brian, telling them how much I really appreciate what they're doing, they decided that it would be just an awesome partnership if I became part of the team, not just as a spokesperson, but as an actual partner in the company. I have a message for everybody about supplemental benefits because I feel like everybody should be protected from life's unexpected events.
Accidents do happen. I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
Hey everyone, Travis Mills coming to you today to let you know more about CBU Benefits and the plans that we offer. We're going to talk today about the accident plan and why it's so important for you to have the coverage that we offer.
So one of the things with this accident policy that's really important is that a lot of people don't even understand how it works or how to use it. People think, well, I'm never going to get injured, I'm never going to get hurt, so there's no reason for me to really have it. But statistics tell us that over 40 million people are in an accident every single year in the United States. And why that's so important is it's not just for the car accidents. If your kids are hurt on a playground, if you're hurt lifting something or out doing some kind of activity, there's always a need to claim on an accident policy. Whether you're a child or into the later years of life, there's always the need for an accident policy.
Thanks so much, Alex. I appreciate that. For more information, visit cbubenefits.com to get yourself protected from life's unexpected events.
JMH Associates is a boutique financial and management consulting firm that can provide customized solutions for your business or personal affairs. We can provide management expertise to your small business, personal financial guidance, and organizational structure for your personal and business needs. This will allow for better communication and execution with your other financial partners. We help establish businesses, we'll help you start a new business, and we can provide IT support for your business needs. We are JMH Associates. We're proud to be associated with MunsingMediaSports.com.
walked through these doors, I was just blown away.
This is insane. It just caught my attention immediately.
This is the first place that I've seen like this decked out. It's pretty sweet.
This is a grand opening for our esports arena. We're talking 1,600 square feet of pure technology.
Like, I'm shaking being here. It's so cool.
There's nothing like it in Maine. We're ahead of the curve here.
It's definitely a big market, something you can make a living on.
I've always had an interest in esports.
So we're treating it like an extension of our athletic program. And then in addition to that, we're starting an esports management degree program.
It's just a different community for me to be a part of.
It really just helps me just be myself. It's just really fun.
This will bring students together. That's what's happening, and that's what esports is.
To me, it's beautiful, and I want to
helping people is kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary downs in the heart.
The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting.
Deep breath.
CMCC is the best place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
You have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
We welcome you back here to the Athletic Turf Complex. About 5 minutes left in halftime. It's been a good one, Ryan. 1-1. We can take a look at the scoring here in this one. Mustangs opened it up early. They got on the board with the wind, and just after you had remarked that it was going to be important for the Mustangs to take advantage of the strong wind, they were able to do that as Lake and Hink with the goal for the Mustangs here. So Royce with the good through pass, going to look at it right here. Pass came through, and in alone on the keeper for the goal, the Mustangs went up 1-0.
And that was within like a minute or two after I said that. So
yes,
that happened really quick.
It was very early in the game. I'm not sure Patrick's not here to get the exact time of that goal. The only other scoring in the game was the equalizing goal. As off the penalty kick, Rofs was able to drill one home. We'll take a look at it right here. These are do-or-die plays for the keeper. Rofs sizes up the situation. She's number one on your screen. You're going to get a good look at it here. And she just went far corner, was able to tuck it in on that far corner. And both teams played fairly equally, I think, Ryan, and very cleanly played game. Very few stoppages, very few penalties, and no cards given out in the first half at all. We expect that to continue into the second half. What we'll see is how will the wind affect the second half of play, and what will the Bobcats do as they attack with the wind, and what will the Mustangs do as they have their wind coming right in their face. We saw it affect the first half of play.
Yeah, nothing. You look at the weather too. The wind is supposed to pick up just a little bit here coming up, so the wind could play even more of a factor, and it'll be in the face of the Mustangs. So, but you're right though. It was a clean first half. It was obviously 1-1, and I think both teams had similar opportunities, so it wasn't dominated by one way or the others. Very clean and even.
Yeah, and other than the wind, great playing conditions here. We're glad you're able to join us here. We'll also have the men's game. We'll let you know at the end of the women's game what we're going to do. I've got this one set up to continue going, and but we'll see. I'm not sure how long. Maybe Patrick Dexler can tell me how long they'll take between games.
He thinks 20.
20 minutes between games. So we may just keep this one right up and not tempt faith, because so far so good. Everything's working very well. If Andrew can give you a look to his left, you'll see the Mustangs warming up here, getting ready for second half action here. Didn't see Emma Johnson because Emma's out with she's in the concussion protocol right now. Yeah, that's what happened to Emma. Yeah, she was injured in the game last week, and so she's got to wait and clear the protocol, which is a series of tests, and they do a lot of the testing before. They take a pre-assessment of each athlete so they know neurologically where they stand as a baseline, and then they compare against that, and you've got to get back to that stage before you're freed back to come back into play. Ryan, while we got a minute or so here, let's talk about baseball. So far this season has been a very exciting season for you folks, and you're on a good streak right now with a big game coming up in the week ahead.
Yeah, we got Richmond Academy on Tuesday, then we go down to South Portland, we got a big one with SM, and we lost pretty easily to SM a couple weeks ago, but I think if our pitchers throw more strikes and we get a couple more hits, that game's a lot closer than what the score indicated. So we're looking forward to going down there. We think we can give them a better game. But yeah, overall the season's gone very, very well. I was looking forward to going to Connecticut today, but that ended up being canceled, so we didn't get down there. But we'll finish up the fall. Next week we take a Pennsylvania trip. We'll leave on Friday, come back on Monday. And then after that, I believe we have Thomas in an exhibition. And then we finish up with Bryan and Stratton. They come here for a weekend. We'll play 1-9 and then 2 7s the next day. And that'll conclude our fall. Then we'll go into our off-season stuff and get ready for the spring.
An exciting spring trip planned for you as well. I see you fundraising for that.
Yeah, we're looking to go to Myrtle Beach, and I think that's pretty much going to happen. That's a done deal. Now we're just going to keep. Right now we can go with a bare minimum.
Yep.
So obviously more money we raise, the more we'll be able to do. But that'll give us a chance to really get our name out there at the national level.
Yes, right.
Up here in the Northeast, we don't get a lot of love when it comes to rankings and stuff. So we'll go down there, play some USCA teams from around the country, and play 6 to 8 games and during our spring break, and then come back and we'll get right back into our spring season, and looking forward to it.
And we'll be here for every game played here in all the sports, as you folks have found out. And I think you should probably take the video guy down to Myrtle Beach with you, don't you?
We get an extra room. Let's go. Hopefully a stats guy can go.
Yeah.
It's always we'll see with Pat. Can never give a direct answer. The man of many talents. Does a little bit of everything. He's wanted everywhere. In a good way.
Yeah, down the Auburn Police Station. I saw his picture of him.
Yeah. So we're back underway here in the second half. The ball will end up out of bounds as Nunowich tries to run it down, but.
Yep, if you're just joining us, the wind is blowing left to right on your computer screen, your big screen TV. If you're watching us on Boxcast, that's how we like you to watch us. If you've got a streaming device, an Apple TV, Roku, whatever you have, get the Boxcast app, download it, search Munson Media. You'll be watching right on your big screen TV. One caught a ball, blew it out on the field. I hope they don't add a second ball into the play, Coach. We got hard enough time doing this.
I know.
We're doing a great job. We want to thank Coach Ryan Palmer for stepping in. We miss our Rob Kennedy off at a wedding.
Yes, we do miss our Rob Kennedy. I'll be the first to say it.
Between Rob Kennedy, Greg Glenn, the folks that we have doing our sports, we not only bring you the best in coverage, but we get some terrific play-by-play guys doing it for us, too. The voice of Mustang baseball and softball, Patrick Dexler, sitting next to me here. Patrick's really taking command of that. Coach doing a terrific job when he calls the games.
Yes, he is. And as good as Rob Kennedy and Greg Glenn are, they're phenomenal to listen to in a hockey game.
Yes, they are.
It's big Gates with it for the Bobcats. Take it in, and we're going to get offsides, maybe?
Infraction against the Bobcats. Yeah, I think it may have been offsides, and behind it, I think the flag went up. Minute warming up, both teams warming up. They'll be in action here in about 43 minutes and 6 seconds, of course. There'll be about 20 minutes between games is what we're hearing.
Although Pat Dexler has been wrong before, so we'll see. Once. Mustang's looking to keep it in. Turcotte will come get it to Baker. Baker on the far side. A little give and go, but taken away by the Bobcats.
It looks like the Mustangs might be trying to utilize a short passing game going against this wind, which would be a really, really smart move. And I'm sure that's part of what Coach Rodriguez talked to them about. Keep the ball down and short passes.
Julia Noel kicks it out, and we're going to get a Mustangs throw. It's going to be off the foot of number 11, Marsham. And we will have number 5, Emily Dillman, check in. And Jingra checks in for the Mustangs.
Amelie. She came over and told us how to pronounce her name. You got it exactly right, Coach. The French pronunciation of here.
Well,
here it would be Gingras. But
right, that's what I asked.
Jingra.
I asked Mr. Dexler,
Yeah.
so I didn't get it right myself. I had a little help.
We all need help.
Hink with it.
See, there's that nice short passing game. That's against the wind. That's really a smart technique.
So to Drew. Drew looks back for Hink, and Hink's going to send it in. Tries to find blue, and it's going to be knocked away by number 12, Van Valkenburg. Marsham with it.
Just a handful of corners in this game as well.
Right.
You know, I'm trying to think back, Ryan, for the Bobcats in the first half against the wind. I mean, they had the penalty kick for the goal. Other than that, I don't think they really generated any scoring chances against that strong wind. So
Appears we're going to get a goal kick here as Haley Gates lost it off her foot.
thing is, even when you put the ball down, the ball can blow.
The ball moves, you're right. This will be a kick for Dillman. Be taken away by Coulomb. Be retaken away by the Mustangs. They will get it up. Be knocked away by the Bobcats. Jingra almost had it.
A little early to talk about this ending in a tie, but they do not play overtime, and somebody down across the way took one right in there.
Yeah, Turcotte turned and kicked it, and I think it right into the face of the Bobcats player. I can't see who it is. Gates, maybe? I don't see number 3 anywhere, so I think it is her. And it is. David Bratt. Gets the ball up. It's off of Turcotte, out of bounds. It'll be a Bobcats throw. Bobcats with it as Gates has it. Makes a move on Turcotte, centering. And it'll be scooped up by Emma Knowles. Up comes Madison Drew.
Yeah, Drew got a pretty clean run at that for a lot of yards.
Ball be kicked out of bounds. be a Mustang throw. 38 minutes to go here in the second half. We are tied at 1. Both goals relatively early on in the first half.
We've got another good one coming up between the men's programs.
Yes, the CM men and the Paul Smith men. You know, like I said, I don't claim to know a lot about soccer, but what I do know and what I have seen, the CM men are fun to watch.
They are. They really are. Coach, if you're not sure who's got the ball, just say Dominguez, because there's a good chance one of them's got their foot on the ball. What a terrific group of guys they are.
Audrey Dillman tries to clear it. It's going to be knocked away by Gates. And Dillman will take it wide. Gates will come away with a steal. And Dillman will take it back. Bobcats control. Julia Noel will knock it away, and it'll be out of bounds for a Bobcats throw. Centering passes. Wynn's going to take that out of bounds. Be a goal kick coming up. Drew kicks it up. Controlled by Emily Dillman. Back comes Hink. Hink up to Drew, who has some room. Should get it over to Jingra, who looks for Emily Dillman. And Dillman gets her foot on him, so be knocked away by the Bobcats. See if CM's able to keep it in, as Julian well does. Get it back for Turcotte. Be back to Noel. Noel gets it up to Jingra, who's passed over to Kate Blumen's going to be knocked away, and the keeper will pick it up.
There's some territorial advantage here for the Mustangs. Just heard from Jeff Schools down at Southern Maine. He says the wind is so bad down there, they're not even going to chance streaming down there because they're down on the water.
Yes. And again, we see a kick from the keeper that goes all the way down the other end of the field. The wind has carried that ball. I think the wind might be a little bit stronger right now than it was.
Yeah. As we said, very unusual that the wind would pick up, but it has. Usually it diminishes a little bit, but not here. Let me check my local weather app, Ryan, and I'll be able to see what the wind is gusting to.
Be a Bobcats throw. Number 7, Ashley Carley's had to check in for the Bobcats.
Yeah, wind coming out of the northwest, gusting over 30 miles an hour.
Yep, I believe it.
A beautiful 60 degrees, though.
Goal kick from the Mustangs. Hink has it. And try to get it to Macy Fletcher just out of her reach. Giving the ball back to the Bobcats. Throw it into Roves. Get it back to Chronic. Chronic with it. Centering pass to Gates. It's kicked away. And it'll be off the foot of Fletcher. Tried to get it out, but Kept in by Bratt. Tried to get over to Chronic. Wind just going to take that out of bounds. Even that throwing almost went out of bounds. But Hink controls it. And it'll be last touch by her. It'll be a Bobcats throw. Wow.
White throw. Okay, they're going to recorrect or correct you.
Throw goes in. Try to get it to Bluen. Be taken away by Coulomb. Coulomb has it. Tries to get up to Severing, and that'll be just long. Be a goal kick for the Mustangs. Soroy's going to check back in. Kate Bluen will check out.
Kids are handing those pennies off as they come out rather than tossing them because the wind is.
Wind will
I
take
saw.
it.
I saw one of them almost flew away.
Severing with it, and it'll be kicked away by Julia Noel.
Well, what a good defensive play there. Numbers here.
Try to get it up to Baker. Soroy's trying to run it down. It'll be controlled by Nunowitz up the left side. She'll turn. Try to get it off to Soroy's and try to give it back to Nunowitz. It'll be out of bounds.
And Nunowitz, of course, with the left foot was trying to cross one. Got cut off.
Goal kick. It'll be won by the Bobcats. Up comes Rose with it. Off the sideline. It'll be off the foot of Rose. It'll be a throw-in for the Mustangs. As Hink will take it. Get it into Nunowitz. Kicks it up for Fletcher, the left side. See if she can chase it down. She will. Yes, she will. Gross with it. Got to get it down to Severing. See if she's going to run this down. She has Hink right there. What, that ball's just going to go out of bounds. Wow.
Put a radar gun on that.
Yeah.
See what that was traveling at. Well, you know, soccer is such a nuanced game, Ryan, that, you know, touch is so important. And it's like the touch is hard to manage here with this.
Fletcher with it. Going to lose it, but Hink tries to get it back. And they're going to call Hink with something as Bratt goes to the...
And Coach Rodriguez questioning that one as did his players, so. Direct kick, but almost like a corner in a sense.
Very similar to one. Especially with this wind. We'll see where it goes.
The wind will likely blow it from left to right as it goes up, so we'll see as it goes into the area.
Groves will kick. And off the side of her foot, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Mustangs.
Yeah, boy, Mustangs. Dodge a bullet there, I think, Ryan.
Goal kick up. Mustangs have it up the right side. Gingro with it.
Pretty well executed out there by the Mustangs, Ryan, coming up. Couldn't drive the ball, had to make several passes to get the ball up almost to midfield.
Noel steps in, kicks that one away. Baker tries to gain possession. She does. She's going to kick it up. Nunowitz will try to run it down, but Roy is there as well. And she'll try to get it away, and she will. Nice play there by Jamie Roy, and her kick is going to be led too far.
Yeah, Roy with some
Nice dodging there. Turned what looked like a threat potentially for the Mustangs into a threat for the Bobcats.
Rofs is going to win that battle. Lake and Hinks going to knock it away, and as we talked about earlier, not seeing many of them, we're going to have the Bobcats with a corner kick here.
We'll get a little blocked out, but Andrew will track the ball from right to left here on your screen.
Kick. Come out, shot on goal is going to be knocked away by Julia Noel. And back come the Mustangs as Nunwich have it up the sideline. So get towards the middle. Jinger tries to run it down, but it's going to be taken away by Bratt. Hink with it now. Kicks it up, trying to get it to Soroy's. We take away by Roy. And Nunwich will try to have it up the left side. She'll kick it ahead. Soroy's with it. Scoring chance here for the Mustangs. Centering pass is going to be kicked out. Nunwich comes up with it. Fletcher now with it. Her kick is going to be up over the, just off the crossbar.
Best sustained effort offensively by the Mustangs of the half.
That got the crowd into it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, when Nunowitz got knocked down, they were looking for a call, but good officiating. They let the play. There was no advantage gain. They wanted to see what happened, and Soroyce was able to sneak through and get possession, so it was a good non-call. Gave the Mustangs a chance.
Goal kick up. Baker had it. Fletcher will come in for it. It'll be knocked away by Severing. Hink takes it away, but it's going to be Chronic with it, and Julie Noel just kick it out. Severing up the right side with Fletcher on her. Cuts the corner. She's going to look for Rofs, and it'll be kicked away, and it's going to be a goal kick. Wasn't sure if it was going to be a goal kick or a corner.
Yeah, went off Rofs as the final one to touch it. Rofs with the goal for the Bobcats on the penalty kick. Uh-oh.
Bobcats will keep it in. Severing has it. Nice play there by Noel to kick it away.
Yeah, nice tackle.
And we're going to get a push. I believe they're going to call it on Dillman.
So with this win, this isn't that far out, Ryan.
Nope, it's not. Kick. Come out, nice play there by Knowles.
Yeah, read well.
She'll try to throw it up to Emily Dillman. Dillman has it up the right side. Jingo with it now. She'll kick it up. Soroy's couldn't get her foot on it. Turcotte gets it. Centering will be knocked away by Rofs. And back come the Bobcats. Uh-oh. No, Knowles is going to come up and grab the ball for a great play.
Yeah, perfect read.
Rofs with it again off the kick by Knowles. Severing. Left side over to Gates. Kick is going to be wide left. Redstone will check back in. I believe she's going to come in for Emily Dillman. If I heard Coach Rodriguez right.
If you joined us late, just to remind you, no overtime in league play this year, so we have 23 and a half minutes left. That was a coach's vote, I believe. We did a game earlier in the year, Ryan, and Rob Kennedy and I both waiting for overtime to start, and they were shaking hands.
So no overtime at all?
No overtime.
No kidding.
Yeah. I believe I'm right there. I'm going to check with Patrick. Patrick, no overtime, right? Yeah. So And as we said, the Bobcats 3-0-2 on the season, so they've already had those 2 ties.
Might be heading for a third. Ball's kicked out of bounds. Madison Drew will come back in. Jingro check out.
Bobcats would really like to steal this one. As we said, Coach Rodriguez has been talking this game up for a long time.
Yes, he was all week. He wanted to, we have to juggle practice schedules based on, different times. Baseball, softball can practice together, but it's really hard for soccer. And, he's been very, very accommodating, saying that he can use only one half the field, so also softball can be out there at the same time. But a couple times he asked so you could have the full field for this game all week long, and totally understood that. Baker will kick the ball up. Soroy tries to make a play on it. She will keep it. She'll send it up the left side to Fletcher. Fletcher looks for Nunwitz. That'll be kicked away. And Hank will recover. Get it up to Fletcher again. Fletcher pass is going to be headed away by Roy. And Severing and Hank are in a foot race. And the ball would be out of bounds to be a goal kick. Approaching 21 minutes to play here in the second half, a 1-1 score between the CM Lady Mustangs and the Paul Smith Bobcats on a windy day here in Auburn.
Yeah, Hank, really good hustle play there, Ryan, to get down and cut off the angle and get the ball back for the Mustangs.
Brad with it. Up the left side comes Carly. She's going to go right around Turcotte, but ran out of real estate and out of bounds.
Yeah, she got around her because she went out of play.
Of course, from where we are, we can't.
We have no way.
Can't see the line.
Got to get the drone up. That's what we should do, is fly the drone up and back and forth. That'd be something. All corners important, obviously, but as we tick down under about 20 minutes.
Kick is going to be semi-cleared by CM.
Yeah,
Turcotte will come away with it,
nice
actually.
job.
She'll kick the ball up. Almost midfield. Redstone's in there. Off the side of Turcotte's foot. Rose with it. Numbers for the Bobcats. She's taking it back to the middle. Kick. Oh, nice save there by Knowles.
Yeah, that's the save of the half right there. A foot higher, and the Bobcats would probably have the lead.
Up to the top left corner.
Knowles had a sky for it, and she did. Well done.
Back on the Mustangs. It's Hanks up the left side. Gets it over to Soroy's. Nunwitz comes in for it, but it's going to be kicked away by the Bobcats. Be a Bobcats throw. And the wind has really picked up now. Maya Soros can run this down. It'll be a foot race with Jamie Roy, and Jamie Roy's going to win that battle. It'll be out of bounds. It'll be a Mustangs throw. Right in front of us, Macy Fletcher asking for a sub. Chronic. Guarded closely there by Drew. Drew fell to the ground. Should be last to touch it. It'll be a Bobcats throw. Try to get it in. That'll be kicked out. It'll be a White throw now. Macy Fletcher trying to get a sub here. Back comes Coulomb with it. She's going to try to get it up to Gates off the back of her foot. She'll recover. Try to go up the side. And it'll be a corner kick here for the Bobcats, I believe, as Noel knocked it out.
So I think you want to maybe change your approach with the wind on the. I think it was the throwing coach. They didn't corner kick there.
No, it was a throw. You're right. A
Big
blast by Brad's going to be blocked away. Back come the Mustangs as Hink has it. Redstone tries to get it up to her. We'll see if it stays in, and it does. Hink up the right side. Tries to find Soroy, and it'll be a stop by the keeper there for the Bobcats. Audrey Dillman with it. She'll kick it, and it'll be out of bounds. It'll be a throw for the Bobcats. Redstone over on the far side. Back to Turcotte.
I'm not sure who the Bobcat was. I mean, the Mustang that came up made that defensive play, but that turned into an offensive opportunity. You'll probably see it clearly on the video. Probably saw it better at home than we did.
Not sure what happened. It'll be a goal kick for the Mustangs.
Subs in.
Kate Boone comes back in for Fletcher.
And Coach Rodriguez telling the kids as they come out, be aware of the wind, play the wind.
Blue has it for the Mustangs, tries to turn up to the left side. Be taken away by Chronic. She still has it. Tries a centering pass to be knocked away by Noel. And Bluen tries to get it up to Hink, but it'll be knocked out of bounds by Bratt. But no, they're going to say that the Mustangs will have to touch it. Bobcats throw.
Under 15 minutes.
Still tied at 1. And I believe now we're going to see a corner.
I'd aim that well out into the middle and let it curl back in. Short pass.
Yeah. Elected not to go for the centering. I believe they're going to get another one here, so we'll see if they play it the same way.
You know, your corner plays are such precise plays, Ryan, that with this wind, it's hard to be that precise.
Well, give and go with Chronic. She'll blast, and it'll be right into the hands of Knowles. Bobcats kick it in. Gates will have it. Get it to Ropes. Ropes makes a spin. Brings it back to the center of the field. Be kicked away by Noel. And Hink has it. Hink's gonna keep the ball up. Tries to get up the left side. Lewin will lose it to be out of bounds. Gates with it. But Noel will get it back. She'll try to kick it up for Bluin. Bluin has it. Now Baker does. Baker will get it up to Soroy's, and the wind just held that ball back. She gets it up to Hink again. Hink tries to make a move. The shot on goal, and be knocked away. But Bluin does keep it in. Chance here for the Mustangs. Drew with a kick, and it's going to be wide to the left.
That's a good opportunity there for the Mustangs with 11 and change left in this one.
Dillman's ball's going to go right by her as the wind took it. Turcotte will come away with it. Severing's going to lose it, and it'll be, I believe, a goal kick for the Mustangs. As Finn will check back in.
Very cleanly played game, Ryan. No cards, very few fouls. The officials have had a good grasp of this, and it's made for some good action.
Noel has it. She'll kick it up, try to lead Bluin. The wind just going to bring the ball back. How many times have you said that today? Bluin will get it over midfield, controlled back by the Bobcats. As Finn's going to go to work on Coulomb. Finn will win that battle. Soroy's has it, gets it up to Hink. Hink will lose it. Come back as Kate Bluin tried to get it. Nice tackle. He's centering to Baker. And that will be kicked out. We will see. It'll be a throw. Just trying to see where the flag was, but it's knocked down because of the wind. Turcotte, kick it in. Trying to find Baker. Ball be taken away by the Bobcats. The Bobcats just send it down. It'll be a foot race. And we're just going to take that into the hands of Knowles. Under 10 to play. Gets it up to Hink. Hink will go up the left side. Hink will make a turn. Try to get the pass over to Soroy. Out the goalkeeper is going to be knocked away. And that'll be a throw for the Mustangs. I think Coach Rodriguez looking for a call.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, we play on.
They threw it in real quick. Hink's going to have a shot on. It's going to be knocked away. Bluin now gets it over to the middle of the field to Baker. And it'll be kicked out. Severing will have it for the Bobcats.
Good sustained effort offensively for the Mustangs there, Ryan.
Now approaching 8.5 minutes. You don't want to... Mustangs have put a little bit of pressure on them, but you don't want to see them give up something easy now. Noel attempts to kick it up. The wind comes in and
dies.
Bratt with the, let's say, hit her hand. Of course, in soccer, that's a whole arm, correct?
Yes.
by Baker is going to be controlled. Redstone has it right now for the Mustangs. He's going to get it back to Turcotte. Turcotte on the far side. Let's make a move, keep it up herself. She'll look to center, over to Soroy's. I believe it'll be knocked away by Marsham.
Well, certainly compared to the Bobcats' opportunities against the Wind, the Mustangs have had better opportunities here in the second half than the Bobcats did in the first half.
Absolutely. And which with the, as we talked about with the Wind situation, you wouldn't think that'd be the case. Severing with it up to the left side, makes a move on Noel, still has it. A nice step there by, can't see who that is.
Kind of blocked out there.
I believe it's Dillman, number 10. Audrey Dillman. Ball's at midfield, controlled by the Bobcats. Marsham with it, tries to get it to Gates. Be taken away by Finn. Finds Hink. Gets it up to Baker. And we're going to get a foot race here with Soroy's. Goalie comes out, and we'll see. And Soroy's is down.
And I think that's no call on it, I don't believe.
I believe there was.
Was there a call? I could not see. It got blocked out a little bit.
Because the Paul Smith coach is out at midfield right now, right in front of us, asking for an explanation.
Certainly a do-or-die play.
So they're saying because the trainer had to come out, Soroy's has to come out. So Fletcher will come back in.
They said foul on the keeper, I heard.
So the former wall, Baker with the kick.
So great opportunity here.
So we are just under 6 to play. Baker's kick is going to be controlled by the keeper. The wind kind of took it wide left a little bit. She'll put a boot on it. And as we've seen a couple times before, this might go right out of bounds for another goal kick, and it will.
Well, there was a great opportunity. So Soroy's came out. She's getting ready to go back in. You see her right to our left. So
Not sure what the soccer rule is, but I think because the trainer had to come
Yeah.
out, the stoppage of play, she had to come out.
that's going to hook out of bounds potentially.
Yeah, Fletcher couldn't chase it down. Rose with it. Get around Fletcher. Ball be knocked away. Noel will kick it out of bounds. Under 5 to play here. We're tied at 1 here on a windy day in Auburn, Maine.
I did sync our clock back up, so we're about 1 second off, so pretty close. That's important for folks watching at home to know the clock's accurate.
Gates is going to lose it out of bounds, be a goal kick.
Effective.
Control it. Nice little touch pass there to Bratt. She will carry it up herself. Look for Gates along the right side. And I think it'll be out of bounds to be a goal kick for the Mustangs. 3:40 to play. And we'll see if Lady Mustangs have one more charge in them. Finn's going to win the battle. Finn has it again as the ball goes down the other side. She'll kick it. Try to kick it away. Bobcats will keep it. On the left side is Marsham. Knocked away by Dillman. Redstone has time. She'll kick it again. That'll find Hink in the middle of the field. She'll look for Baker off the left side. Soroy's now with it. Up the sideline to Hink. Hink will carry it. There'll be no call as Hink goes to the ground. Soroy's with it. Here's back to Nunowicz. Nunowicz is kicking the. There goes Pat Dexler's hat. He'll be back down the other side as Gates will try to run it down. She will. And Nunowicz will kick it out of bounds. Under 2 to play. Noel has it. She'll get it up to Soroy. And Soroy will go by. Chronic now has it now. The right side. She'll center. Be knocked away by Finn. Bratt with it. She'll kick it straight up. Turcotte will try to run it down. Under a minute and a half now. Gonna be out of bounds. To the Mustangs. Hold on to those monitors, Rob.
Yeah. I'm going to need some more tape. You know, they say we're going to need a bigger boat. We're going to need more tape. Second game. Wow.
Finn will win it. And Hink comes in. Do one last push for the Mustangs. Try to get it up to Bluin. Bluin will find Hink. Get it back to Bluin. They're going to look up for Baker. It's going to be knocked away. And Gates will have it up the right side. He got shot by Gates. Oh, just got off the hands of Knowles, but she regained it. 20 seconds to go. Looks like this might end in a tie. Ten seconds to go here in the second half. Uh-oh. Gates tries to get a shot on goal. Great defense there by Nunowicz, and that will end the game with a 1-1 tie. So goals by Hink, assisted by Soroy. And I'm trying to think of who had the Paul Smith goal.
Rolfs.
It was Rolfs, yeah,
on the penalty kick.
So that'll do it for game 1 of our doubleheader up.
Yeah, so I think we'll just this thing's working. We're going to leave it going. We're going to put a little placeholder up there, and game 2 will start in about 20 minutes. If it's anything like this one, you're in for a great game here in the men's game. So for Ryan, I'm Rob. We'll be back here shortly for game 2 of our doubleheader.